So hi guys, I'm not sick anymore, so I'm able to make this video for you guys. The latest manga chapter review for you guys of Naruto and Reborn and Fairy Tail for you guys today. No Bleach because it's still on break. Hopefully it will be back soon after 3 weeks, hopefully next week or the next coming week. But yeah, so let's get to it. So with Naruto, this should be a two-parter video because I'm combining two chapters together because I'm not going to try to be lazy and skip last week's chapter. So I'm going to be talking about two chapters in one today for you guys again because I got to catch up because I was sick, unfortunately, which sucks for me. But let's get to it, okay? So with Naruto, in the last chapter, I talked about that he finally has released the seal for Kurama. So now Naruto and Kurama are working together, and with that, Naruto now is able to create a physical form of the Nine Tails. But his physical form is different. Basically, you know how all the other Tail Beasts create their Tail Beast forms? They go into the original Tail Beast state. But for Naruto, it's sort of different. It feels like he creates the Nine Tails form out of chakra because we see all these linings on the Nine Tails, and we see that, transparently, he's inside the forehead of the Nine Tails, which is pretty cool. And we also see his, original controlled Nine Tails form with the golden aura, that he has more lines, that his whiskers stand out a bit more now, and that now he has, cat-like eyes and stuff like that, so which is pretty cool. And then, he has an all-out battle against all the other Tail Beasts, and that's just basically what happens in that chapter, and then we see them form, a big chakra ball, or, that they're creating a Tail Beast bomb, and then basically Naruto creates his own. We haven't been able to see him use it at all. He's able to create it, but hasn't been able to use it, but now he has. So he uses it against the other Tail Beast bombs, and he calls it the Flash Tail Beast bomb, I think. And basically the bombs collide. And then in this week's issue, we just see the bombs collide and it explodes. And then what happens is after that, after it explodes and then the smoke goes around, all the other Tail Beasts are distracted and whatnot. Naruto sends out the Nine Tails' tails, and basically they all smack against the Tail Beast, and they're all held down by the tails, and so Naruto creates a shadow clone, and they try to pull out the piercings inside the Tail Beast that Tobi's being using them to control them. So while Naruto does this, he basically he goes into this mental state where he is talking to all the other Tail Beasts and other Tail Beast hosts. So with them talking together, they tell Naruto all their names, the Tail Beast names and the Tail Beast host names. So after Naruto learns all their names, they said it's very important that you learn our names and that now our spirits are within you. That you could be the one that I guess they're just saying that he's the one that could save them or whatnot. I don't know. They're making Naruto seem like he's just some kind of savior for all, right? So yeah. And then after that, at the end, all the other Tail Beasts fall back down, and they're out of their mode, and basically they're out of the game. And Naruto's Nine Tails form is out of the game too. He's all tired and exhausted, but he has gained the spirits and powers of the other Tail Beasts. I'm guessing they lent him some of their chakra or some of their power to Naruto so he can fight Tobi. But that's about it for this week's chapter. And also what happens is we get a backstory to the Tail Beast a bit more. We learned that basically when the Sixth Path Sage created them, he told them that they will have to choose a path, and hopefully the path they choose are the right ones. So we see them all in their little baby forms, and we see the Sixth Sage Path tell them this. And we just basically learned that about the Tail Beast. Talking about Naruto in general now, like I said, it's just, there's not much to say about Naruto when it's always action, action, action. Mostly because, like I said, that's all they did was just the Tail Beast fought against Naruto in his Nine Tails form. That's all about we learned, and basically, I guess we learned that if you learn the Tail Beasts' names, you're able to gain their power, or gain their chakra at least. Like, that's how you're able to control them. that's to show them respect and to befriend them. Also with, learning the backstory for the, tail beasts, it's nice that, like I said, they're not just bringing them out there like they're just monsters, that they are like something else, something more, like they have feelings, and that they are basically as human as anybody else. They might be animals, but they were created for a reason, for a purpose, not for destruction and war, but for something else. That's what the six paths created for them. Like, they have to choose a path, which is great to bring out more of a character for the Ninetales and see him actually smile, not with the evil grin smile, but with a like a nice and gentle smile in this chapter. It was really nice to see that of the Ninetales, and it was really great to see that. In the next coming chapters, it seems like Naruto is really wrapping up now. It's getting to its closing point. Naruto has taken out all the tail beasts, so now it's just him against Toby. And then after that, we'll just see him against Sasuke, and after that, Naruto is done and over with. But so far, Naruto is coming up to a close. It feels like it's almost ending, and what I gotta say is that Naruto has ran for a really long time, but hopefully it's going to end. Not just like, okay, it's going to end, and after that, a couple years later, 5 years later in the Naruto universe, we bring him back. But we'll see what happens. That's just my thoughts on, the Naruto chapter. As for Reborn, we saw in the last chapter I was talking about that we saw Reborn in his basic physical human form. So basically now he's in his adult form and he has to teach Suna a lesson, and he actually does. While fighting Ieyamatsu, or Suna's father, he teaches not Naruto, but Suna these two lessons. Lesson 1 is that he has to acknowledge his father as an opponent. That not only does Suna has to be better than Ieyamatsu, but he has to acknowledge him as his opponent. Not just as his dad that he wants to beat up because he hasn't been there for him as a child, but as a physical opponent. And that he has to be better than his father, that he has to beat him. That's what Reborn's first lesson is. Second lesson is that basically Suna might have taken, the Dying Will mode for granted, that he probably has forgotten the true meaning to the Dying Will mode, that basically when you're in a Dying Will mode state, you're in on the edge of death and life, so it heightens your senses and makes your body stronger, and makes your mind more calm, and you're being able to set out what you're doing in that situation. So he teaches Suna this while fighting Ieyamatsu, and I have to say that fight is damn well awesome and pretty cool. Seeing Reborn fight, I mean, really, when have you ever seen Reborn fight? I don't think you ever have seen him fight. But if they show that in anime, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be like the best fight you will ever see in Reborn. But yeah, after Reborn has taught Suna this lesson, and Suna, being that he hasn't even figured out that that's Reborn, he's all like, who's that guy? Is he part of my team? Do we have extra battle watches? He's so oblivious to this, so stupid, clueless. But after Reborn has taught Suna these two lessons, he goes back to his baby form. But of course, Suna doesn't know this is Reborn. But after that, he does acknowledge his father, and he does fight against his father. And in the end of last week's chapter, basically Ieyamatsu punches him, and we actually see a clean, connected punch towards Suna. And you know how strong Ieyamatsu is, he can just punch him, and it could do some serious damage to Suna. But what happens is that he does the 0-point breakthrough revised edition, and seeing that, he absorbs Ieyamatsu's flames and gains, strength and power, so that is a good thing. And this enhances Suna's abilities. And, this week's chapter, the fight gets even more immense, that he's more agile, more quick, and more fast, and, stronger than ever. And what I liked about this chapter was when Ieyamatsu actually grabs Suna's arms as he tries to punch him. Ieyamatsu says, "Oh, close, but not good enough." And he's just like, "Oh, you're getting better." But what Suna does is he releases his fists and does X-Burner, straight impact into Ieyamatsu's face. And it's just so flat out awesome. I mean, it doesn't obliterate him, but it does some, you know, mild serious damage to Iematsu. But it was awesome to see Suna do that. I mean, usually you would see him charge his X burner and then he would fire it, but to do it on the spot right there was just so awesome and epic. I love that. And then the fight goes on, and later on we see Suna try to grab for Iematsu's battle watch. He was so close that Iematsu punches him in the face and tells him, you know, close but no cigar, and, you know, the battle's over because the time limit has, you know, surpassed and passed. So now we see, like, a couple hours later, we see Varia, or, you know, Team Mammon, basically is fighting against Hibari, but in all the battle watches are being, you know, destroyed, you know, slowly, one by one, you know, each one of them is being destroyed. But, you know, we think that, okay, Hibari is the one doing this, but in the end of the chapter we see Fawn has released his curse too, and he's in adult form, and he's fighting against Varia, so he has, you know, to deal with these people, and basically he's pretty strong. He's a top martial artist of the, you know, Arakoplanos. Sorry, butchering it again. But yeah, basically he's helping out Hibari. I mean, Hibari can go toe-on-toe with any of the Varia members. He's strong, but seeing him fight against them alongside with Fawn, they don't stand a chance. Maybe Zanzatsu, but not against, you know, the other members like Squall and them. But what's Reborn is doing great. Out of all, you know, the mangas I read, I love Reborn. Reborn is awesome. Like, if you guys have never checked out Reborn, check it out. It's a great story. I mean, it is fighting and, you know, there is some training just like Naruto and Bleach. But I love how they pace out the training. Like, Suna really has to work hard against, you know, getting to use his weapon box in the future arc, and now being able to, you know, use his Dying Will mode to its fullest. I'm hoping that he trains more in this, you know, in the, you know, upcoming chapters, that he does get stronger in a way to be able to go toe on toe with his dad, because Reborn, when he taught Suna those 2 lessons, he said that he is able to go toe on toe against his father. Not better than his father, but toe on toe. So which means Suna and his father are at equal strength after, you know, Reborn's lesson. And hopefully he does get stronger and learns more as, you know, the whole representative battle goes along the way. And I just really, really like how Reborn's doing all this. It's great. I love Reborn. It's amazing. I mean, like, with Naruto and Bleach, you know, we see Naruto and Ichigo get stronger and stronger every single, you know, time. And, you know, when they're fighting a new opponent, same thing with Suna, but I like how they pace that out. It's not, like, really fast-paced and stuff like that. It's really, really, really well-told and great. I love that. So I'm hoping Reborn, you know, has something, you know, pull out of their butts and, you know, just like surprise us all. And hopefully I get surprised. But yeah, I think this is the end of part 1 for my latest manga chapter review, and I'll do a part 2 for Fairy Tail for you guys. So see you guys later.